Hello, everybody, and welcome to day 2 of the All Hands on Deck tournament. We will see the first round of the Suncats versus CPU Hard battle here. Team 1 being the Suncats, we have Lobster, Colin Jack, 3 Cats, and Sunflower. Team 2, of course, is our favorite team going into this, CPU Hard. You can see their names right here. I don't even have to read off their names. You know them. You've seen them around. Pillars of the community, this team, very helpful. All of them are pingable buddies on the main server, and very helpful people, very awesome people to play with. They truly need no introduction, and you can see how fast they've deployed all of their fleets. CPU Hard is coordinated, super coordinated here. We will see if Suncats has the strategies required to counter this insane coordination. As someone pointed out in chat, yes, all of these fleets were supplied by Vastal. You can tell because they are all names of characters from Legends of Galactic Heroes. A very common theme in Vastal's fleets. And it would appear that perhaps Suncats struggling with the deployment strategy here. None of them readied up. Dragging out the deployment phase. Ruining my live stream. How could they? You can see here, for some reason, Nebulous Fleet Command does have emoji integration in the text boxes of literally every single thing you can type. So if you can somehow manage to get an emoji into the boxes, it will display properly. Is this a fleet carrier from CPU Hard? Oh my god, it is. CPU Hard has a fleet carrier. All right. Let's start off with 3 Cats. We'll save the best for last. 3 Cats. Double Axford. What drive setup do we have on these? Only 1 Raider. Kind of cringe. We saw a triple Raider the other day. Only 1 Raider is a little bit cringe, although these things have decent amount of teams. Parallax on 1, and the other has a track-correlated spyglass. Interesting. So we will see. So this ship's radar will be able to accurately track targets from long range. Colin Jack has what appears to be a cat fleet. We have a point defense creature up here with Sarissa Cube for probably dealing with fighter craft. Of going to be very useful considering what OSP has with them. And I'm assuming the rest of these are various cap assets. Yep, we have what appears to be a torpedo. Yep, a torpedo sprinter. 1, 2, 3. 3 torpedo sprinters, and then we move to some gun sprinters by the looks of it. Looks like we've got 3 gun sprinters. Okay, very nice cap fleet. Lobster with the double voxel. Are they guns? They are guns with an S3 backpack. We've got Raider, Whiplash drives, Sassy Basic in the protected slot, Parallax on 1, and also a Parallax on the other, escorted by a couple of, looks like, jamming support ships with some SDM missiles. Very nice. And it looks like, are these 2 gun cappers? They are. 2 gun cappers will assist in the cap war. And Sunflower's got the Levy. This is the Baba. It's got, lots of unguided bombs, some torpedoes, and that's about it. Very limited amount of munitions types in this compared to what we typically see. Not a lot of fighters and not a lot of bombers either, unless they are mostly all out right now. We will see how that works for them, considering they do not have a lot. It's going to be really rough to go against the fleet carrier on CPU Hard's team. Looks like we have a couple of air defense bricks as well, scattered throughout the map, providing spyglass tracks and supporting fire against incoming fighters. On CPU Hard's team, we have a 250 liner. I'm assuming this is the cap fleet. Yep, we have some MMTs and some gun shuttles for cap duty. Very nice, very nice. The 250 liner is a very useful thing to have in a cap fleet. It can gun down small ships very easily and is very fast and very quick to maneuver. Why is the fleet carrier spotted already? What is spotting this thing? Is it the Sprinter? A misplay right out the bat from CPU Hard as their fleet carrier is ID'd. The Suncats know where this is. As bombers out who are already attempting to attack a thing. What? Okay. So apparently this is how the bot does carrier stuff. We have the classic Spiritfish KBU-22 loadout here. Very powerful loadout. A bit less powerful in PT Public Test Branch, but still very powerful. Joker Squadron is out. They have SDM-200, so a long-range combat air patrol wing. CPU-3 has what appears to be the starter fleet for monitors. I think, yep, on whistle blow in the trenches. Yep, this is the starter monitor fleet, and I'm assuming this is the starter... No, this is not the starter, Acello fleet. Whiplashes, Chi-777s. Okay. Pretty well-built Acellos here. Lots of Auroras on these. Very useful for dealing with incoming missiles. We will see how they interact. They are deployed... The Acellos are deployed separately. Interesting. Taking up 2 different positions along the map. Comms jamming these Sprinters here for some reason. Early in the match, it appears that Suncats gets the 4 cap right off the bat, able to take all of the middle caps here without any contesting from CPU Hard. I think this is this has to be a strategy from CPU Hard, right? A deliberate tactic. Lure the Suncats into a false sense of security. It appears that CPU2 already has like multiple bomber strikes out. Are they both the same loadout? They are. Both the Spearfish KBU bomb loadout. They are already going for strikes. 2 defensive wings as well. Are these... This flight's defending this gun shuttle, isn't it? It is. Look at that. I had no idea the bots could do that. Oh, SDM's out on this strike of bombers as one of them gets splashed, one of them gets heavily damaged, and the Voxels are following up with 250 RPF. These bombers have got to get to cover. They're going to be picked apart as they rush through the middle of the map with no cover. There goes another one, down to 2 strike craft. They are now spotted again. I think the bot's going to lose this wing, unfortunately, as it's just going to rush it into the enemy and have it die. We have an MMT approaching the A-cap here. It is currently undetected as ANS moves its cap ships into cover to protect them for later. Missiles out from one of the MMT. These are ACT Command Val against the Axfords. Do the Axfords have comms jamming? It doesn't appear like they do, although with the point defense... Oh, yep, nope, that is one interruption jammer on one of them. Although with the point defense screen and the screening fighters, those missiles do not stand a chance at getting through. More SDMs out on the second bomber squadron from the OSP fleet carrier as it splashes another and damages 2 others. More SDMs out. Splash 1 more. Splash 3. Splash 4. That bomber wing is gone. The bot is perhaps maybe not that good at playing a carrier. Atlas getting secured by the MMT, although this is, unfortunately for the MMT, this is a torp ship. Here come the torpedoes. Act Command Val. This ship has no Pavises to shoot them down. It does have jamming if it can jam out to the track, but it doesn't look like it's going to be able to. These torpedoes are going to hit. Missiles attempting to be fired from this MMT here. One of the missiles going way off course. Oh, wait, these are ACT commands, so as long as that jammer stays active, those ACT seeker... Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. Goodbye. That ship is not gonna make it back. Ow. Yep. Magazine... Oh, this is built a little bit differently than how I build mine, but yeah, it's going to die. More SDMs out. These air defense, these aren't even the air defense bricks. These are just the SDMs on Lobster's voxel fleet doing work, splashing several squadrons here. Joker Squadron starts taking heavy losses from these SDMs. Guy 35's no longer able to be flown that effectively, so once these SDMs find the target, they are likely going to hit. S3, are these S3Hs? Yep, S3Hs out on this this poor 250 liner here as it takes several hits, starting to take fire from the voxels as well. I have a feeling this ship is not long for this world. Cut out in the open, under the cover of jamming, these voxels are just going to tear it apart. You can see here the ship struggling with its accuracy as its radar is getting jammed. The track is not good enough to land many hits. OSP, unfortunately, losing this this sneaky little cap ship going for B as ANS mostly secures the B point. OSP does manage to take the E point temporarily, though, although ANS does have assets on the point that can retake it once these ships are dealt with. This ship here, just a cringe capper, and the MMT is completely crippled, completely mission killed. The Ocello is starting to trade fire with these Axfords here. The Axfords can orbit dodge to some degree, although those shells are going to start hitting, and the damage is going to start adding up slightly. Already losing a track correlator on one of the on the track correlated Spyglass Axford. That's rough at long range, although not the worst thing that could happen. These monitors also starting to take fire from the Axfords. See what else is happening. More bomber strikes out from the fleet carrier, although they are being jumped on by this coil gun squadron of Tonto's Vulture Squadron. Yeah, you can already see them starting to get splashed by the coil gun fire from one of the air defense bricks as well, and the coil guns from the Tontos will easily clean up this poor bomber squadron. That is like the third bomber squadron that OSP has lost so far. Kind of embarrassing, if I'm being honest. ANS's bombers, on the other hand, have just mostly been patrolling back here. They're actually returning to base. Did these things even fire anything? Did they have any weapons on them at all? I don't know if they did. Interesting. Big picture here, OSP has lost a... This liner's gone, let's be real here. It took a bunch of missiles, though, missiles that these voxels no longer have. Unfortunately, this 250 liner was quite an important asset not to lose this early. Also, several cap ships on OSP have also been crippled here. ANS suffering no losses so far, as all of their engagements have been wildly successful for them. Coil Gun Tontos. In a close-range duel, Coil Gun Tontos are not the greatest at dogfighting, as two squadrons jump on... Are those R1 rockets out on this voxel? Those are R1 rockets out on one of Lobster's voxels. I doubt these things are going to get through, and even if they get through, R1 rockets do not do a lot of damage to ships other than, like, Rains and Sprinters, so... Unfortunately, that strike not really doing much. We have a squadron of 4 torpedo bombers here out from Sunflower Girl's carrier, just kind of patrolling the area here. I'm assuming they're waiting for a priority target for them to be vectored onto. OSP's carrier here completely just throwing the game as it keeps losing squadrons of bombers in very embarrassing ways. This monitor fleet just not even... Is this monitor fleet even doing anything? I don't think they've even engaged anything at all. They're just out in the open here, doing absolutely nothing. The Ocellos are dueling with these Axfords here. Or at least one of them is. Where's the other one? The other one's been locked. By, something. What is locking you? I'm assuming you're locking him. Huh, yeah, no, it's definitely the CLs that are locking that Axford. So the Axford, or not the Axford, the Ocello fires at this Sprinter. We have a bunch of KBUs out on this poor Sprinter here. Will these hit? Probably not. Those defenders are probably going to clean it up, and even if they don't, the ship is maneuverable enough to dodge. The CPU hard, despite having the stripe advantage of being a gold stack, which does automatically mean that you win, by the way, according to Balcon, struggling greatly here. The monitors have engaged. Unfortunately, they are engaging a ship that doesn't really matter in this this sprinter here, and they are missing every shot they make. Well, maybe not every shot, but you get what I mean. Is that HEHC? Are they firing HEHC at this thing? No, just regular HE. How is this thing still able to do anything? This thing has been torn apart and still has some guns remaining. Quite impressive build from Vastal here. S3H is out on this poor cap ship. As 1-2 hit, it goes down, and it's going to be easy. This Sicelo or Voxel, I keep mixing them up. Oh my god, are gonna easily clean up the mess here. The Torpedo Bomber Squadron engaging. Are they engaging this crippled liner? I think they are. Almost out of fuel as they go in as well. Are they going to be able to get their strike off before... Oh, no, they run out of fuel and return to base. That's unfortunate. Yep, they run out of fuel and automatically return to base without getting their strike off. That's gotta suck. But although it doesn't really matter, this liner is out of the fight anyway. Suncats managing to keep the 4-cap here, as CPU Hard just kind of keeps throwing away their cap assets, trying to recover the caps without really any strategy at all. We have a squadron of 3 pikes. What are these things doing? Just charging into an entire swarm of ANS vessels. I see, okay. I have a feeling they're not going to be making it out, but that's just me. Whoa. Bunch of SDMs from Dagger Squadron here out against the bombers and Tontos of this massive swarm up here, getting several splashes. The coil gun Tontos are able to take out a lot of those SDMs before they hit. Quite impressive, although these... Keep in mind that these coil gun Tontos are limited by their ammo count and can only fire for a very short time before running out of ammo. Yep, that's Splash 2... Splash 3 of the coil gun Tonto Squadron is Dagger Squadron, now uncontested for the most part, looks to engage these bombers with its guns. The 250 Voxels up here are doing their best to provide cover for the bombers. These bombers are in high burn retreat, but Dagger Squadron is still in cruise. The bot not switching to high burn to run down these bombers here as they get a massive SDM strike from the side, and there goes that entire squadron. Whoop, there goes any hope that maybe the carrier on OSP could do anything. Massive bombers swarm kind of coalescing around ANS's carrier here. I'm assuming Sunflower is attempting to get a strike through on something. This Sicelo broadside to the Axefords, taking a bunch of 450 HE fire, which does really hurt. This Sicelo needs to be bow on or it's just going to get torn apart. What are the monitors doing? Absolutely nothing. This poor sprinter is gonna get gunned down as it tries to get to E point. Not gonna get there. It looks like OSP is gonna secure the A point as well, and is contesting the B point. Although does this gunship still have missiles? Oh no, it doesn't have any missiles. It's a size 1 offensive out. Intercepted right before it hits. We shall see if this gun shuttle can outgun this gun sprinter, as they both fight for the B point. What else is happening? Oh, there is another sprinter up here that I didn't even notice. Does this thing still have... Oh, no, this is another gunship. Unfortunately, OSP doesn't really have anything over here to assist in destroying this sprinter as it rushes down to A. These monitors are in position, but these monitors have been kind of brain dead this entire match. The Sicelo swapping fire to a sprinter for some reason, despite its weapons being optimized for fighting not sprinters. Very interesting move from this Acello right here. This is has certainly been one of the matches of all time. Are those these are S2Hs with self-screening jammers out on this sprinter on A point. It looks like Suncats definitely want this point back. I have a feeling these are gonna hit. Does have a Pavis. Is it gonna be enough? Nope. That is a kill. Wow, that just straight up killed it. Okay. Well done from that missile brick under the command of Sunflower. Torpedoes out on this Acello here. The Acello is not battle shorting the Auroras, although considering how spread out those torpedoes are, it doesn't really matter. The Auroras will burn through those torpedoes. How's the gunfight progressing over here? It's pretty close. Another S1 offensive interceptor right before it hits the target. This sprinter is getting incredibly lucky. Although I think that this shuttle's gonna outgun this sprinter if I had to take a guess. We will see how that fight develops. More S2Hs out on this sneaky little cap ship trying to secure the D point. Killing it immediately. Yep, there goes the decap for OSP here. OSP needs to make a move here to gain the caps, but unfortunately their assets are just completely scattered throughout the map. The cap fleet's down to one ship. The carrier is locked by something. This spyglass thing up here, yep. The point defense lock reins up here has detected the fleet carrier and is holding it in lock. I do not think ANS has any like cruise missiles to really deal with that, but still. Torpedoes out on this Acello here. Command only. The interruption jammer completely deflecting those, and now the bomber's flying into the Aurora range of the Acello. That's not what you want to see. These bombers are going to get melted if they don't return to base immediately. Although now these voxels are able to engage this Acello as it rushes onto the point. Sunflower, what are you doing? Get out of the range of the Auroras. Very, very cinematic map Blood Moon is. If we can get anything from this match, it's that Blood Moon looks really cool. Anyway, how are the experts doing? The experts are broadside to the monitors! And the monitors are in range! When did this happen? What? Huh? Three Cats, what are you doing? Although, unfortunately for Three Cats, it is just the Plasma and the Hesh right now that's making contact with his fleet, but I was not expecting those monitors to really do anything, but all of a sudden they are in range of these experts here. And the monitors are still, like, fine. Most of them are completely intact. The only one that's really taking damage is this one, and it's still recoverable. These monitors might be able to... they could be able to catch up with these experts here. We'll see if they will be able to. Although, unfortunately, these monitors do have bombers out on them, and they have no way to self-kill those bombs. Missiles out on the fleet carrier! These are the S2Hs we saw earlier, and oh, it appears that it's already taken hits. Uh-oh. That is unfortunate. 2 restores, so it could be able to get the bulk mag up and then the hangars back online, so to restore some functionality, but unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. Torpedo bombers letting loose their clongers is what we're calling these torpedoes into one of the poor monitors here, as it gets... 2 of them miss for some reason. Although enough hit that this monitor is effectively mission killed. Unfortunately, there are still multiple more monitors in this fleet that strike only dealing with one of them. These experts attempting to bow tank. Carrier only has 1 restore left, so it's got to get that bulk mag back if it wants to restore any functionality. Unfortunately, it is not doing it. Is the bot going to use restores? I don't know. Although, yeah, ANS takes the 3 cap here. Or, sorry, not the 3 cap, the 5 cap. Jeez, okay. As OSP's little push into these experts, I believe, is probably too little too late. to really do anything this match. Yeah, you can see how many assets that CPU Hard has lost. This is unfortunate for CPU Hard. Our favorite team going into this, unfortunately, getting annihilated by the Suncats here. And I think, unless something interesting happens here, I'm probably gonna call it here, I guess, for the video of the match that eventually goes live. I'm gonna pull a Darg, and I guess we'll see you in the next match, unless something exciting happens. The monitor's switching to this poor sprinter here as it just gets vaporized by bombshells. Although, yeah, this is unfortunate. Is this ship gonna actually restore anything? No, it is not. Oh, it has 2 bulk mags. Interesting. Why do you have 2 bulk mags? ANS has only lost a single ship, and it's this one that just went down right now. A rather unfortunate display from CPU Hard is they just get their teeth kicked in. Yeah, and those points are going to add up incredibly quickly here, as the 5 cap just takes Team ANS to the victory without any. And yeah, there's literally nothing OSP can do at this point. The Acellos spending their entire match shooting at light targets that are very resistant to the high caliber rounds that they're firing. I have no idea why they aren't shooting at these voxels here. They are a much better target for this Acello. But perhaps that's just the bot being a bot. I shouldn't have even said anything about this being these being bots. I should have just used the fact that the tags are Vastal's tags and said that this was just all Vastal. Vastal does a 1v4 and loses horribly. That's the takeaway here. I don't think CPUs did really anything this match. Oh my god, the carrier did absolutely nothing. Oh my god. That was horrible. That was a very terrible performance from CPU. Hopefully they do better next time. I want to see them win.